Hey guys, back at it again with another gaming video to celebrate another milestone from my first video. You guys know I make other content, right?
It's across the street.
Doesn't ring a bell.
It's on the back of the phone book. Come on, I paid a lot of money for that ad. Never mind.
Today I thought it'd be fun to go over the top 10 games on Apple Arcade you should definitely check out. And if you're new to Apple Arcade, I can't think of a better game to start off than number 10. What the Golf. This is a perfect way to get yourself familiar with Apple Arcade and a great experience to get started with. Not to mention the very concept of the game itself is actually hilarious. Just about every time you think you'll know what's coming next, the game will turn a complete 180 and take what you thought was going to happen upside down. Once you start playing, you really can't put it down. Number 9. Sneaky Sasquatch. Having a very creative premise and one of my wife's personal favorites, you explore campsites around a park looking for something to eat. But it doesn't end there. You can actually explore the whole city outside the campgrounds and work undercover as well, whatever you want to be, really. It admittedly gets a bit fetch questy, but overall I'd say I really found myself enjoying it. Just don't get caught. Number 8, Discolored. Another creative premise. Are you seeing a pattern here? You go around a diner, finding any and all colors of light you can find to investigate what caused the colors to disappear in the first place. What's not to like about this one? Really, a bit confusing at times, but overall a very immersive experience. Number 7, Shinsekai. Into the Depths. I'm actually still currently playing this one as we speak. To be honest with you, it would be ranked way higher, but using it with a controller can be a bit cumbersome, and unless you know what you're doing, it could be really difficult at times. Hence why I still haven't finished it. But it's very unique, not to mention it's made by Capcom, so if you're into that kind of thing, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Number 6, Spyder. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You play as a robot spider controlled by spies, hence the name Spyder. It's a pretty simple game on paper, but in practice, it can honestly feel like it's above its own pay grade. The graphics are surprisingly good, even though for an experience like this, it really doesn't have to be. A really fun experience that I can see myself playing again. Number 5, Hitchhiker. I actually just finished this one the other day, and can honestly say it's a blast. You wake up with amnesia in a stranger's car and interact with everything in front of you to communicate with the outside surroundings to figure out what the heck is going on. There are times it becomes very difficult to tell fantasy from reality, and that's the best part about this game. It keeps you on your toes. If you're a casual gamer with 2.5 to 3 hours to spend, I think this will be right up your alley. Number 4, OceanHorn 2. If you played the first game, then you'll absolutely love this sequel. And even if you haven't, I'd still recommend giving it a try. Beautiful visuals that rival The Legend of Zelda, and a gorgeous world to explore. This game has it all. But I'd highly recommend trying it with a controller on an iPad for the absolute best possible experience, especially if you don't have a game console. This game alone can sometimes make you forget you don't have one if you don't. They couldn't make this game more enjoyable if they tried. Number 3, Fantasian. Made by Hironobu Sakaguchi, creator of Final Fantasy, this game offers an incredibly immersive experience. And if you're wondering how parts in this game look so real, it's because, well, they are real. They actually created dioramas by hand, photographed them, and added 3D characters. Experimentation and attention to detail you still won't get on most AAA titles today. Whether you're a Final Fantasy fan or not, this game will keep you entertained for hours. Number 2, Beyond a Steel Sky. Guys, I was so freaking close to making this number 1, and I still wonder, even as I record this, whether or not that was the right choice. But yeah, this game is the bomb. If you're a hardcore console gamer looking for a narrative-driven experience that rivals real AAA gaming titles, this is the one. My only complaint would be that I wish the graphics were just a hair better than what they are. But to be honest with you, I actually think that might play in this game's favor. It makes for a very stylized look that adds to the feel of this game. Seriously guys, I cannot recommend this game enough, especially on iPad with controller support. Alright, you know the drill. It's now time for our honorable mentions.
Hi, I'm Tara Wylde. I own the farm down the mountain path. Just some girl from the city until I became...
Taking over. They'd washed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar.
Alright guys, this is, as far as I'm concerned, the quintessential Apple Arcade game, especially if you're a sucker for imaginative, easy-to-play narratives like me. And that game is, without any doubt in my mind, Little Orpheus. Please play this. Play this now. Winning awards left and right, this game serves as a testament to what we can truthfully accomplish in the gaming industry if we just put our minds to it. This game can be just as easily controlled with touch as it can be with a controller, which is something I don't say lightly. It has an absolutely beautiful atmosphere with an even more engaging story. After descending into the center of the Earth via a defunct volcano, Ivan becomes separated from Little Orpheus, the atomic-powered rocket drill entrusted to him by the Soviet Union in a crash. You must recall what happened to the ill-tempered general before he loses his patience, and more importantly, where Little Orpheus is. I don't care where you lie on the gaming spectrum, this game is just as enjoyable as it is charming. And even if you've already played the game all the way through, it's so damn likable that I can see myself replaying it 1,000 times over. I can't recommend it enough. Please, please, please support titles like these, because you won't find experiences like this very often. And with all that said, if you'd like to support the channel, head on over to our merch store. I left a link in the description. Speaking of which, we now have new merch. Apollo holding a falcon while riding a dragon. Comment below if you get it. Thanks for watching and have a better day than yesterday.